Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. It's Saturday, and as you can see, we have a couple books to talk about today. Going to talk about Unarmed and going to talk about Rogue Target, an executioner book. I'm drinking out of a book mug here, those books that I enjoyed as a kid. And I share books on Saturdays when I'm here in the office because I've enjoyed reading my entire life. And I want to encourage you to enjoy reading. You may see a book that I share and say, hey, I want to read that. Maybe books that I share will inspire you to read something else. It doesn't matter what you read as long as you're reading and enjoying what you read and learning from what you read. There are so many books out there filled with enjoyment and education just for us to go and take. All it takes is a little time to get the books and do the reading. I'm fortunate that I'm a pretty fast reader, so I'm able to devour more and more books. I hope you do the same. They're also out there on audio. I listen to a lot of audiobooks myself when I'm in the car and doing other things, so that's another avenue. Something you also should be reading, the Enjoy Life Safely newsletter, filled with information to help make your life better. Things on safety, things on enjoying life, things on defending yourself, things on being exceptional. All the things we talk about on Coffee with Alain, they're in that newsletter as well. Go to enjoylifesafely.com and sign up for it. Now let's look at the books this week. Unarmed, De-escalation techniques to cultivate courage, compassion, and connection. Joe Smarro. I enjoyed this book. As you know, I've been a mediator in the past. I still once in a while do a little. I teach communication courses on dealing with potential trouble and how to de-escalate and resolve conflict. So I'm always reading on the topic. This was a good book. Picked up some interesting little tips, and he has some good stuff in here. So I enjoyed having this on the bookshelf, and I will enjoy looking at it and as a resource for I continue to teach and try to help people with communication skills, de-escalation skills. And this is just one more resource to have. And I thought he did a good job and had some good stuff in here, especially dealing with very troubled people and learning about yourself to be able to deal with those troubled people. So important stuff, some good things. If you study these topics like I do, one more good resource to put on the shelf. We deal with troubled people all the time. Depending on your job, you may deal with it even more. And becoming better at dealing with people, becoming better at communicating with others will only make your life better. And this is one more resource to help do that. So I did enjoy this book. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicki. Appreciate you guys being here today. And the other book I wanted to share this week, because I want to make it a short one because I got a busy Saturday. The Executioner, number 274, Rogue Target. Now, originally Don Pendleton was writing these. And as we talked the other day in that interview with Phil Elmore, and if you haven't watched that or listened to it, go back couple of weeks. That was a really great interview with Phil talking about some self-defense stuff. But Phil also wrote 23 of these books because after Don Pendleton stopped writing them, they got some different people to write the books. Phil was one. This book was actually written by Jerry Van Cook, who Jerry Van Cook wrote a self-defense book for Paladin Press. And I communicated with him a little bit back in the 90s. Really good self-defense book with Paladin. And this was one of the better executioner books. A number of people wrote these when Don stopped. I liked Phil's a lot. I liked Jerry's. Some of the others were good, but I think Jerry was one of the better writers. And so I did really enjoy this one as well, just for a light, fun, just throw it in here really quick, easy read. They're formulaic, obviously, and they're action packed. And Mac Bolan was a cool hero. So it was fun just to throw another one in. I had a bunch of these on the shelf in the last couple of years. I've been throwing them in here and there, and I'm almost out of them because after I read them this time, I'm donating them off. But enjoyed it. So those are the two books this week: Unarmed and The Executioner Rogue Target. Both good books for very different reasons. Smart sounds a bit troubling. Not sure what you meant by that, Dixon. But anyway, those are the books. I am going to sign off. Got lots to get done today. I hope you go out and make it a Smarro. So it was the name, and he had a typo. It wasn't Smart. It was Smarro. Smarro is a bit troubling. Yeah, well, like all of us, you can't always pick your name. I guess some people do, but good book by Joe here. Thanks, Dixon, for being here. Appreciate it. I'm going to sign off. Everybody go out and make it a spectacular Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll see you then.